So for the continuation, use getters and setters to control access to an object. Use the class keyword to create a thermostat class. The constructor accepts a Fahrenheit temperature. In the class, create a getter to obtain the temperature in Celsius and a setter to set the temperature in Celsius. So when you implement this, you'll drop the temperature inside the class in one scale, either Fahrenheit or Celsius. So let's create class thermostat. And constructor Fahrenheit and then this dot underscore Fahrenheit is equal to Fahrenheit, and then we'll have the getter. So get temperature return 5/9 times this that Fahrenheit minus 32, and then let's have the setter set temperature Celsius, then this that underscore Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius times 9/5 plus 32. Celsius rather. And okay. Next is create a module script. Add a script to the HTML document of type module and give it the source file of index.js. So script type is equal to module src equal to index.js, then script next use export to share code block. There are two string related functions and later export both of them using the method of your choice. So const uppercase string is equal to string, then return string that to uppercase, and then const lowercase is equal to string, return string to lowercase. And then we're going to export the uppercase string and the lowercase string. Okay, next reuse JavaScript code using import. Add the appropriate import statement that will allow the current file to use the uppercase string and lowercase string functions exported in the previous lesson. These functions are in a file called string functions.js, which is in the same directory as the current file. I'm going to copy this one to here. So we're going to import uppercase string and lowercase string from the string functions.js. Next, use this one to import everything from a file. The code in this file requires the contents of the file string functions.js that is in the same directory as the current file. Use the import asterisk as syntax to import everything from the file into an object called string functions. Going to import is equal to as string functions from the string underscore functions dot js, and then this one. Let's try. Oops. Okay. Okay, next, create an export fallback with export default. Since export default is used to declare fallback value from module or file, you can only have one value be a default export in each module or file. Additionally, you cannot use export default with var, let, or const. So function, we're not going to use var, let, or const. So let's just export, say export default function and subtract x and y, then return x minus y. Okay, next, import a default export. The syntax differs in 1k place. The imported value add is not surrounded by curly braces. Add here is simply a variable name for whatever default export of the math functions.js file is. You can use any name here when importing a default. The following code import the default export from the math functions.js file found in the same directory as this file. Give the import name subtract. So import subtract from, then math functions.js. Okay, next, create a JavaScript promise. So create a new promise called make server request. Pass in a function to resolve and reject parameters to the constructor. So const make server request is equal to new promise and resolve and reject. And then then this one, okay, make server request, resolve, reject,